Well, we have some active weather, a big snowstorm impacting eastern Canada. This Texas low moving through starting on our Wednesday evening, but into Thursday, it could be a commuter chaos, and we'll be unpacking that. Well, meanwhile, temperatures in Western Canada still remain very cold, and we'll talk about just how long these cold temperatures might last. But starting off, a look in northern Canada where we have wind chill values that are still very frigid, but not much in the way of active weather. That's more so contained to eastern parts of the country. But looking at some parts of the west, yes, the wind chill values in the prairies especially still quite formidable. Now, when we head to the south coast of BC, we can see all the way through Sunday morning, we do have some higher elevation snow, and the cooler temperatures that we've been seeing as of late are playing a role there. Not much in the way of any kind of weather, just lots of sunny skies for the next few days. But as we look ahead into the weekend for Vancouver, it's more likely going to be rain with those warming temperatures. But yeah, for others, more likely to see some higher elevation snowfall. Now, Kelowna with some colder temperatures. I mean, things will be kind of warming, and that trend is getting better, but still snow is the name of the game. Okay, off to the prairies. Yes, indeed, our wind chill values are still warranting some extreme cold warnings. Now, aside from the cold, not much going on the prairies. In fact, things are fairly quiet other than some snowfall in Alberta. We could see around 5 to 10 centimeters left through the remainder of this week. But as you can see, the rest of the prairies, not really seeing much of that snowfall. Temperatures are going to still remain very much below seasonal. Calgary's typical daytime high is about -1 degree this time of year. Still many days of cold before we start to see some improvement, which I know many are looking forward to there. Okay, in eastern Canada, here's a big look at the arrival of this system. We are in storm center coverage with heavy snowfall in the crosshairs for parts of southern Ontario into southern Quebec and Atlantic Canada. We're going to unpack it all for you here at the airport in Toronto at Pearson. Yeah, we just had a significant snowfall event over the weekend, and if you thought that was significant, it looks like we might even top that with this next system waiting in the wings. We got our meteorologist Nadine Powell and storm hunter Mark Robinson with us. Now, Mark, we're looking at the arrival of this snow in parts of southern Ontario late afternoon into this evening, and maybe already starting to see some impacts at that time frame.
Yeah, I've been waiting for a good winter storm so far this year. Southern Ontario just keeps getting these little bits of snow, not too much, not too much. This one going to be a little different. Winter definitely is not leaving the way I expected it might, but it is going to arrive in parts of southwestern Ontario just as the kids are getting out of school. If we're talking about sort of the western areas, so we're looking at Kitchener-Waterloo, Guelph, maybe western GTA. You're going to start to see those flakes coming down as the kids come back from school. So good luck to getting your teenager into proper winter gear. I just give up and don't even try. But the heavier snow going to be coming down as we get into that evening commute. And then overnight, that's when it's really coming down. So I'll be out and about. Right now, my plans are sort of go from Guelph down towards Hamilton to find that line where we get the rain-snow mix, because we actually going to have quite a bit of warm air being sort of pumped up from the south into the system. That's what's giving us the moisture to produce a lot of this snow, but it also is giving us a little bit of warm air to sort of mix in and switch some of that precipitation over to rain. I'm going to be hunting for that a little later on this afternoon. So I'm going to head down towards the Hamilton region, and we will see if I get that or if I get stuck in a ditch like I did once this year so far. Matt?
Well, hopefully you won't be stuck in that ditch, Mark. Of course, you were mentioning that Gulf moisture. That system is still down toward the Gulf Coast, getting itself energized. There is that moisture pulling up from the Gulf, all of that snowfall. Still about 1,000 kilometers away, but it will be traveling quickly for us, and we are looking at that swath of 50 to 25 across the GTA for us. And you can see potentially up to 35 centimeters of snowfall for areas to the northwest and through Cottage Country. And this is what Matt was referring to. Notice the snowfall accumulation less there once we head around Niagara and along the shores of Erie. That's because of that potential for that mixing coming in for us as we head through the overnight period. So there you can see through the evening for us and into tonight, that's when we're picking up some of the heavier snowfall accumulations. The rates could be about 2 to 4 centimeters per hour. So Matt, Folks in Ontario, folks in Quebec and the East will continue to drive like this.
Yeah, it's going to be a 10 and 2, a stressful drive as we even see into southern Quebec. That snow pushing in overnight and then into the morning. Yeah, parts of Ontario, Quebec really getting, looks like some significant snowfall that could make for some very difficult travel conditions. Snow day potential written all over this one, and then into later Thursday morning and then Friday, the Maritimes and Newfoundland start to feel this as well. But Mark, can we drill down a little bit on tomorrow morning? What do you think folks from parts of Ontario into southern Quebec might be waking up to in terms of their prospects of making it to work?
It's going to be tricky, and I'm just going to give a big maybe on whether or not you get snow days. We will see. Stay tuned. You'll see me out and about tomorrow morning as well. So good luck to me, and yeah, good luck to everybody.
Okay, and now, of course, Mark, just to kind of highlight a little bit more what this storm has in store for us, you know, we have some ice pellets in the mix as well. So for Atlantic Canada, looks like we're getting a little bit more of that mixing, freezing rain as well, and strong winds with this system, blowing snow, adding another layer of difficulty.